Now from the GreenFamilyAuto.com Sports Desk, here's Dustin Nolan.
For the second week in a row, we got golf live with some of the best players in the world teeing it up, but this one is with guys from two different sports. Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning versus Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady. You know this one was going to be a good one, and it was for charity. They raised $20 million. That's right, $20 million. Tiger gets within a couple feet on the last putt on the 18th hole right there, as you can see. Tiger and Peyton winning this match by one shot. Congratulations to them on winning the match. We took our first step to getting back to a normal life as Iowa high schools got the green light this past week to play summer sports. That includes softball and baseball. There's plenty of safety measures in place as they get ready to play. I went over to Assumption when we found out the news. Here's the story. Well, it looks like good news in the state of Iowa for high school baseball and softball as the news came down from the governor's office that they can return to play as of June. We came over here to Assumption to catch up with a few of their softball players, and this is what they had to say about the good news.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this news since the state closed down.
I really thought that we were not going to be able to get our senior season this year. At this point, we'll take anything. It's better than no season at all, so we're all super happy that we at least get something.
The sounds of bats hitting softballs will be in full swing this summer in Iowa. Assumption receiving the news along with other high schools today that they will get to play softball this season.
I know all of us are super excited to get out there and start practicing again and playing games because these past 3 years we've all been working super hard.
Teams can start practicing as of June 1st, and as of right now, the first contest may occur as early as Monday, June 15th, and fans will be permitted at games. And for these Lady Knights, they can't wait. They just want to play ball and be with their teammates.
There's so many more memories I want to make with the rest of my senior class and the younger classmen too, because, I mean, we don't get this time back. Because the four of us are going to be leaving in months from now, and we're probably not going to be able to play with them ever again. So I think making those memories is really important.
Now Assumption gets to send their seniors off with a proper farewell by letting them play ball.
Just having the closure that I've wanted, having a senior season. I've been looking forward to this since I was in 8th grade. I just want to be in my uniform one last time as a senior and leave my impression.
We take one more look back at the 2010 Hawkeyes Orange Bowl team. One of the biggest stories from that game was Iowa's run defense. The black and gold dominated Georgia Tech triple option attack, and most of the credit went to the Hawkeyes defensive coordinator. Adam Rosso takes a look at Norm Parker on that January night in Miami.
That game right there, that was all him on defense. We just did what he said, and that was all him. He drew it up, made it easy for us.
It was an old-school game plan devised by an old-school coach.
He had started coaching at a time when the triple option was everywhere.
4 decades of defensive experience coming in handy at the Orange Bowl.
When Norm found out that we were playing Georgia Tech, and he found out that we had probably a month, maybe more, to prepare for him, I think there was no doubt in his mind that we weren't going to shut him down.
He grew up in the triple option era, so he knew how to handle it. He knew how to scheme it. He knew where guys were going to line up. He knew how to coach the reads and everything.
Norm Parker was already a legend by the time the Hawks played in Miami.
Get there, hey, you got to bang that guy before you leave.
But his scheme to stop Georgia Tech's offense was one of his finest concoctions.
He just simplified it. He made it very easy. He goes, basically, we just line up like they do. We line up like they do. We move like they do. We beat them up front. We try to force the ball outside. They're not going to beat us up the middle.
He was calm, cool, and collected in every meeting. This is what we're going to do. If you do your job, we'll be successful.
Believing in the plan was easy because of how much the defenders believed in Parker.
You know, he's an old guy, had a bunch of knowledge, just super smart, always with it, always on point.
1, 2, 3.
He could relate to anybody from anywhere. In any situation, he had an answer for. He was somebody you wanted to make proud, somebody you knew you could trust.
Norm's tutelage and just Norm's coaching ability. We all bought into it. So whatever he said, we certainly did.
Iowa held Tech to just 155 yards of offense and under 3.5 yards per carry in the win. One of Parker's final masterpieces before he died in 2014 at the age of 72.
Seeing his face after the game was the highlight of my career, you know, seeing how happy he was and the joy and everything. Norm was a legend, man. He's somebody I miss every day.
Reporting in Rock Island, I'm Adam Rosso.
Thank you, Adam. Coming up this week, we have a week-long conversation with a voice you've probably heard many times, Ian Eagle of CBS Sports. Here's the preview.
Jay, everything is going great. Fortunately, everybody's healthy. We get along, so that's probably the biggest issue that I'm sensing from families across the country. It's harmonious. It's 4 people in the house. Every combination works. Drama-free, and everybody's feeling good. Thank you.
Any games or Netflix or movies, anything that you have been enjoying during this difficult period?
Yeah, you name it, I've probably watched it. I tend to absorb a lot of that kind of stuff to begin with because I'm on planes so often, a lot of flights, a lot of long flights. So I certainly make it my business to stay up to date, but you name it, I've probably streamed it in some form.
You'll want to make sure you tune in for that. Coming up next, why running brings joy to a Moline woman. That's next. You're watching Local 4 News at 10.